quarterback from the University of Mississippi. We have limited time in this room, so we're just going to go ahead and start with questions. Anybody want to take the first one? Right side, second row.
Break the ice for you. We're fairly close. But you had a great guy approaching last year, number one. But talk about your options for this year.
I think we got some great wide receivers. We got Quincy Boy, Joe DeMaurier, Stringfellow, Marcus Lodge, Evan Ingram, Derek Jones. We got a whole army full of people, man. They're working really hard. They understand the offense, and they've been in it for a couple years and ready to get back at it.
Front row, left side.
I guess no better way than to start the year off with a game like you guys have. What is that going to be like for you guys playing against a team like Florida State right out the gate?
Well, it's going to be huge. Anytime you can play a team like Florida State, I mean, they've had some great years, and in order to be the best, you got to beat the best. And I mean, it's going to be a great game. They got some great players on defense. Their offense is pretty good too, so we just got to make sure we score more points than they do.
Left side, third row.
Hey Chad, obviously you guys are the only team in the country right now that's beaten Alabama in back-to-back years. What is it about your program and what you guys do that either gives Alabama trouble, or what about your mindset is it that allows you to kind of have it under results?
Well, I think our coaching staff does a great job getting us prepared, and starting with Coach Freeze to Coach Warner, do a great job of getting me prepared as a quarterback, understanding situations and what we're looking to call in certain situations too. But I mean, it comes down to execution during the game, and we just end up having better execution than they do. And it starts with practice, and it starts right now when we're out in summer passing it around. So,
Right side, front row.
The SEC is the top league in the country. Everybody knows that. But what's your thoughts on coming into the year being the top quarterback in the best league?
it's a dream come true. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to dream about playing college football one day, and now I'm playing in the best conference, and I truly believe that. And I just got to come to work, working hard every single day in order to be the best.
Left side, right here, front row.
Chad, you're coming off the Sugar Bowl performance, you got an MVP performance. Talk about your preparation for this season compared to maybe last season when you were coming in fresh.
Well, I think it's just getting timing down with a lot of those new wide receivers, a lot of those young guys that are coming in, kind of didn't understand what it takes to be a college football player. And within the past month, they've really grown in the film room and on the field and understanding the game. And as long as they can go out and be prepared for how fast the game speed's going and not have to think and just go out and play, that's the biggest thing with a lot of those guys. So as long as we just keep working hard, good things will happen.
Left side in the back corner.
I'm wondering if you'll just kind of walk us through your journey of coming to Ole Miss. And in the game last year against Alabama, there were some national writers that wrote you off after that game and said it was a one-game performance. I think some even use the word fluke. You obviously proved them wrong, over 4,000 yards this year. Just curious about your journey.
Definitely been through a lot of things, but the good Lord has blessed me to be at a great university like Ole Miss. It has taken me and my family in with open arms, and the people around Oxford are amazing. But to have a season like we had last year and was very, very compelling, and I'm anxious to get back out there and top that.
Front row, left side.
How often are you in contact with your uncle, and when you guys talk, how much of the balance is football and just family talk?
It's about equal. More off the field stuff than anything, but I talk to him regular. But he's always just willing to help, whatever he can do to help me or my family or whatever it is. He's always down for it.
Also here, left side, front row.
Chad, how much does the NCAA stuff come up amongst the players, and for you as a leader, if and when it does, how do you address that amongst the players?
Well, it really doesn't come up often. When all the stuff came out about this happened, that happened, none of the players really even talked about it. We're more worried about the first game against Florida State than anything, because off the field stuff will take care of itself, and we're focused on the next play and the next game.
Right side, second row.
Chad, talk a little bit about going into last season, you had to win the job. pretty complex system that you play in as a quarterback. A lot of options on every play. Talk about just how much quicker things are coming to you after a season that's under that system going into this year.
Yeah, well, being a quarterback, you gotta see things before it happens. And if you see a safety a couple yards off the hash and you see it before it's happening, you know exactly where you're going with the ball. And for things to just slow down and not have to think what everybody's doing rather than just going out and playing, that's the biggest thing. We just gotta go out and play and not think, because the less you think, the better you play. And that's the name of the game.
Left side here, third row. I'm sorry, we'll do back row first, then third row.
You lost 5 offensive linemen that saw playing time a year ago. Are you worried about that?
I'm not, because when Larry Tunsil was out, a lot of those guys stepped up and were able to fill those shoes. And as you see, we beat the defending champs. So I know those guys are working really, really hard right now. Florida State does a lot of weird things that they might have to get prepared for, but I think those young guys are willing to step up and fill those shoes.